Hey, this is Eric and I'm here with Dave, and today we're going to take a closer look at the very first trailer for the next Fallout game, Fallout New Vegas.
And you should point out that this trailer is very much like the original trailer for Fallout 3, with a starting something really close and panning back really slowly.
Yep.
A little bit of music playing too.
A little bit of music playing. In this case, it's Blue Moon, which it's actually the Frank Sinatra version of it, which is a little bit interesting because this is a song that's very much associated with the 50s and 60s in Vegas. It's kind of a Rat Pack type song, which might indicate kind of the themes of Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, sort of like the alternate history where the world split off. Vegas of today in this game is sort of like the old Vegas of yesteryear that you associate with, you know, Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. And here we see a new robot.
Yeah, we got a new robot here. He's got a nice cowboy face on his screen.
Yeah, we don't know what that means exactly, but there's a lot of great iconography from the first, from Fallout 3, and we might see this progressing through Fallout New Vegas as sort of like an indicator of how people treat you, or maybe on your menu screens, something like that.
So here's this new robot, and he's kind of sorting through some garbage or maybe burying a body. We're not really sure what he's doing, but we do notice that he's off in the wasteland. Now, we know that this game takes place in New Vegas, kind of what's left over of Las Vegas in the future after the Great War, but the press release, everything we've been told so far is that it takes place in and around New Vegas, so it'd be interesting to see where this game takes us outside of Las Vegas proper. Yeah,
there's a huge desert area, maybe the Hoover Dam, maybe the Grand Canyon, probably not New Reno, because we've seen that before in Fallout games, right?
That is true, we've seen New Reno before. Now we can just pause right here. This is one of the few buildings you can check out right there is Stratosphere. It's one of the few recognizable buildings in this trailer.
Yeah, the Stratosphere is something that actually exists, but as you pan further back and you begin to see the city, there's two really interesting points to make about the city as we see it right now.
And the first you can kind of see, there's a lot of light here. Pause right there, the full skyline's lit up, which is interesting because as you remember in Fallout 3, there was not a whole lot of electricity, and it was kind of at a premium, so that could be interesting. Could be a totally different type of game.
Yeah, and second, the skyline is not as recognizable as you would think compared to today's Vegas, so there's nothing other than the Stratosphere that you would associate with Vegas as we know it. There's no Luxor, no MGM Grand.
Exactly. And now comes the really interesting part of this trailer, which is at the very end we see a character here, and he has a California flag, and that's interesting to anybody who's played the previous Fallout games, you know, going back to Fallout 1 and 2. The new California Republic was a big faction in those games.
Yeah, and so maybe a callback before Fallout 3, and it looks like on his left arm he might have something resembling a Pip-Boy, or a version of a Pip-Boy. It looks like a little bit of a larger sort of wrist thing there, which you could only assume will be some sort of guidance computer. And that means this could be the main character, but we do not know.
And he's got a 7 right there on his helmet, and we don't really know what that means. Perhaps he's from Vault 7, or you know, maybe he's just with a 7th faction of the new California Republic. But this could be interesting. He's kind of looking over New Vegas, which might indicate that there's going to be a war between the survivors of New Vegas and the new California Republic. So now we are taken to the very end of the trailer. We get a nice look at the logo, and once again, there's an electricity bolt here. So, I mean, it's kind of intriguing that maybe the Hoover Dam's still working. Maybe Las Vegas was not hit with the brunt of the war. Maybe they have a functioning society.
Yeah, this could be the last bastion for electronic society and a normal place with normal people in it.
And we, of course, get fall 2010. We get the first solid release window here at the end of this trailer, which means this game's coming out rather soon.
This year, so pretty exciting stuff.
So stay tuned to IGN for all of the latest on Fallout New Vegas.